Smash or pass this small business? Let's go. First small business is a niche fast casual restaurant and catering company for $2 million. My first thought is that I just don't really do restaurants for a couple of reasons. First, they're like notoriously hard to manage with tons of employees and all the food and safety regulations. And second, they're what I call, and talked about in another video, a semi-commoditized business trap where your commodity is food and beverage. So you have to compete against every single other cafe and restaurant in the area, but you're not a complete commodity. So you still have to stand out a little bit. It's just the worst of both worlds. The operations, off premise, yada, yada, yada. I think the only exception for this small business for me is if this restaurant was truly a top 1% restaurant. So it had tons of repeat customers. It was the place to go in the area, and it was still selling for a good price, like 4 to 6 times. Second business, IT consulting and project management for $1.2 million. Not a lot to go off of here, but I generally don't love these type of businesses, mainly because they're only defensible if they're niche and highly specialized. But if they're niche and highly specialized, it likely means it's also super technical IT consulting, which means it's unlikely that you'll have the expertise to actually understand what's going on. Like I've said before, you don't need to be an expert right away, but you need to be able to learn everything about the business within at least 6 months. And if it's super technical, you likely won't learn it for at least several years. And if you think you can just hire people to do everything for you, you're setting yourself up for disaster. So this is probably a hit or miss depending on your expertise and experience. But for most people, it's probably a pass.